Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today let's make an ice-dyed diamond shirt. The shirt was prepped like normal and I have it turned inside out. I'm going to begin by centering the shirt. This process is going to go pretty fast, but I have a link down below in the description for this video to another video which shows how to center a shirt. Essentially what centering a shirt does is it gets both sides of the front of the shirt next to each other and both sides of the back of the shirt next to each other. That way, the front of the shirt's going to look symmetrical, and so will the back once it's completely dyed. Okay, so the shirt is completely centered, and right now facing me is the center line of the front of the shirt and the center line of the back of the shirt. So to draw the diamond pattern on the shirt, I'm going to grab the hem of the shirt and I'm going to fold it up to the top or the neck of the shirt. I want to make sure and smooth out any wrinkles that might be in the layers. Using a straight edge and a washable marker, I'm going to draw a diagonal line on the shirt. So this corner point is going to be the center of the diamond. I'm going to fan fold this line and tie it with some kite string. Kite string will hold the folds tight, but it won't make any of the white lines that sinew would make on the shirt. I'm going to continue fan folding the shirt and tie the rest of the shirt with kite string as well. After I tied the shirt, I was busy working on several other projects, and so I just set the shirt aside and allowed it to dry out. The shirt actually sat for a couple of weeks before I got around to applying the dye. I decided to go ahead and ice dye this shirt, and I wanted to use a combination of blue and green, and then I decided to go ahead and pair it with a few gray colors and see how that turned out. I'm going to start by using some silicone cake molds and make myself an ice barrier around the shirt. There's a link down below in the description for where I purchased the cake molds. I'm also using some wooden clothespins and attaching them to my metal rack to hold the silicone cake molds in place up next to the shirt. The cake molds will not only help keep the ice on the shirt, but they'll help keep some of the dye from falling down below too. Before I begin applying the dye, I'm going to divide my shirt into 8 sections. I'm starting with charcoal gray from Dharma Trading Company, and I'm going to alternate between using gray and green or gray and blue. So after the charcoal, I'm using Kilt Green, which is also a Dharma color, followed by Crappy Scrappy, which is a Grateful Dyes color, then Leaf Green from Pro Chemical and Dye, Timberwolf from Dharma, Cobalt Blue from Dharma, Gunmetal Gray from Dharma, and lastly, Electric Blue from Dharma. Now I'm going to add an additional sprinkle of soda ash over the top of the dye and add on a layer of ice. Once I have all the ice on the shirt, I'm going to set one end of the rack down inside of the container, which is going to put the shirt at a slight incline. Then I'm going to set the shirt aside and allow the first layer of ice to melt. After the first layer of ice melted, there was still just a little bit of undissolved dye left sitting on top, but the dye had started to come through pretty well to the back side. So I went ahead and added another thin layer of ice to the top and allowed the shirt to process. After the second layer of ice melted, I left the shirt for about 24 hours before I began rinsing it. As you can see, the dye has gone through to the back side really well. So I'm going to start rinsing the shirt in cold water to rinse out the soda ash. Then I'm going to untie the shirt and gradually warm the water up to hot to rinse out the excess dye that didn't bond with the fabric. When the water was almost clear, I put the shirt into my washing machine and washed it using a hot water cycle along with a little bit of Dharma's textile detergent. And then after the shirt was washed and dried, this is what it looks like. Okay, so what do you guys think? So when I initially was rinsing this shirt, I wasn't entirely sure how I felt about it. The charcoal gray right in the very center of the diamond was a little bit light, and I didn't know if it really went with the rest of the shirt. But I went ahead and washed the shirt out, and after I ironed it and photographed it, I think it's really interesting now. It is an unusual color combination, but I think it kind of works. So the first two grays that I used, the charcoal gray and the Crappy Scrappy, both have a lot of like pink to them. The others don't have quite as much. And so it is a little bit unusual to have kind of those pink or peach undertones with the green. But I think it makes it kind of interesting to have something unexpected, like that more peach tone. I also really like the dark green and the dark blue. I tend to like darker colors mixed with earth tones, and I like both of the greens, but they're pretty close in color to each other. The Kilt Green and the Leaf Green almost look like the same color on the shirt, but the Cobalt Blue I think really pops on the shirt. Because I put the Electric Blue right at the very end of the shirt, there's not a whole lot of it. You can see just a little bit of it on the sleeves. I really like the dye movement on this shirt though. The dye is streaked pretty well down through the shirt because of the incline, and that's made the diamond not be super distinct, which I like. I also think I got pretty good color saturation. Both the front of the shirt and the back of the shirt look fairly symmetrical, which I think is great. Sometimes with a thicker fold like this, it's a little bit difficult to make both the front and the back look as symmetrical as this shirt does. So overall, I really like this shirt. Like I said, at first I wasn't quite sure, but I do really like the shirt now. I think the colors are really pretty. I think the variation in the colors on the shirt looks really pretty, and overall I'm pretty pleased with it. So if you all have enjoyed watching the video and the content of the video, I sure would appreciate it if you would like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.